Welcome, and take a moment to settle in. There's nothing you need to focus on right now, nothing you need to remember or understand clearly. You can allow your eyes to rest, your breathing to slow, and your thoughts to soften as they naturally do when the day begins to fade. Tonight, you're not being asked to stay awake, you're simply being invited to drift, gently, through the quiet story of stars. Stars are everywhere in the universe, scattered across galaxies like soft points of light, each one moving slowly through time. When you look up at the night sky, the stars appear still and unchanging. But in reality, every star is living through a long, patient life cycle that unfolds over millions or even billions of years. Nothing about a star is rushed. Everything happens gradually, calmly, in its own time. The life of a star begins quietly, hidden from view. Deep within vast clouds of gas and dust, gravity slowly draws material inward. These clouds drift for ages before anything noticeable happens. Then, very gently, regions within them begin to warm as particles gather closer together. There is no sudden moment of creation, just a slow deepening of warmth and pressure until a new star begins to glow from within. At first, this young star is wrapped in the cloud that formed it, softly shining but still unseen. Over time, light pushes the surrounding dust away, revealing the star to the universe. This early stage is calm and stable, a long period where the star quietly settles into balance, gently fusing hydrogen into helium at its core. Most stars spend the majority of their lives in this peaceful state. Our own sun is here now, shining steadily, not changing much from day to day or year to year. For billions of years, it has provided light and warmth without drama, following the same quiet routine over and over again. Many stars live like this for far longer than the universe has existed so far. Smaller stars burn their fuel slowly, carefully conserving energy. These stars glow softly, often with a gentle reddish light, and they can remain stable for trillions of years. They are the universe's quiet companions, long-lasting and patient, outliving generations of galaxies. Larger stars, on the other hand, live more brightly and more briefly. They shine with intense light, burning through their fuel faster. Even so, their lives still stretch across millions of years, far beyond any human sense of time. To the universe, even a short-lived star moves slowly. As a star begins to change, the process remains gentle. When hydrogen in the core grows scarce, the star slowly expands. Its outer layers drift outward, cooling as they spread, and the star becomes a red giant. This transformation takes a long time, unfolding gradually, without sudden movement. The star grows larger, softer, more diffuse, glowing warmly as it enters a quieter phase of its life. Eventually, stars like the sun release their outer layers entirely, letting them drift into space as faint, beautiful clouds. What remains at the center is a white dwarf, a small, dense core that no longer produces energy but still holds warmth. Over billions of years, even this warmth fades, and the star cools slowly into darkness. Larger stars follow a different path, but not a rushed one. When their fuel is gone, gravity slowly takes over, and the core collapses. The outer layers drift outward, sometimes forming vast glowing shells that expand through space. In some cases, the collapse ends with a brilliant explosion, briefly lighting the surrounding galaxy. Yet even this moment, dramatic as it seems, is part of a much longer story that continues quietly afterward. After such events, what remains may be a neutron star, incredibly dense and compact, spinning slowly through space, or a black hole, silent and unseen. These remnants do not chase or consume the universe around them. They simply exist, influencing their surroundings through gravity alone, calm and steady. The material released by aging stars does not disappear. It drifts outward, mixing with surrounding gas, becoming part of new clouds where future stars will one day form. In this way, stars are connected across time. Each generation quietly prepares the conditions for the next, without intention or urgency. Every element heavier than hydrogen and helium was formed inside stars. The carbon in your body, the oxygen you breathe, the iron in your blood were all created in stellar cores long before Earth existed. You are connected to these slow processes, shaped by events that unfolded across immense spans of time. As you rest now, stars continue their life cycles all across the universe. Some are just beginning to glow. Others are quietly shining, stable and unchanged. Many have already faded, leaving behind gentle remnants drifting through space. None of them hurry. None of them resist their place in the flow of time. The universe allows things to unfold naturally, and you are allowed to do the same. There is no need to push or control the moment. Like stars, you can simply rest within the phase you're in, knowing that change comes gently when it's ready. Your breathing slows, your body grows heavier, your thoughts drift like distant starlight. Stars will continue their slow lives whether you are awake or asleep. The universe does not require your attention to continue moving. You can let go, knowing everything important is already unfolding quietly, far beyond the need for effort. And as stars live, change, and fade in their own time, you can drift into sleep, held within the same calm rhythm, resting peacefully inside a universe that has always known how to move slowly. As a star settles into its life, everything becomes steady and calm. The gentle balance between gravity pulling inward and energy flowing outward finds its rhythm, and the star begins a long period of quiet stability. This is the phase where most stars spend nearly all of their existence, shining softly and consistently, without hurry or change that can be felt in a single lifetime. Inside the core of a star, hydrogen atoms slowly come together, releasing energy as light and warmth. This process happens smoothly, one moment flowing into the next, repeating endlessly. There is no sound, no flicker of effort, just a quiet, reliable glow that continues for millions or billions of years. From far away, stars may appear small and sharp, but up close, their light spreads gently through space. It travels vast distances, crossing darkness without resistance, eventually reaching places like Earth, where it can be seen long after it first began its journey. Some of the starlight reaching you tonight left its source before human history even began. Smaller stars glow more softly than larger ones. They burn their fuel slowly, conserving energy, taking their time. These stars change so gradually that they appear almost eternal. They are the most common stars in the universe, quiet and dependable, filling galaxies with a steady background of faint light. Larger stars shine brighter, their energy flowing outward more intensely. Even so, their changes remain slow on any familiar scale. Years pass, centuries pass, and the star continues its calm routine, fusing fuel, holding itself in balance, existing without urgency. Stars do not live alone. Many form in pairs or groups, orbiting one another in graceful paths. Binary stars circle a shared center, moving together through space, their light blending softly. These systems remain stable for immense periods of time, tracing slow, repeating patterns that feel almost meditative. Within galaxies, stars move gently along their orbits, guided by gravity's quiet pull. They pass through spiral arms, drift between regions of gas and dust, and slowly change position over millions of years. Nothing about this motion is sudden. Everything flows. As stars age during this long phase, their brightness can change slightly, their surfaces cooling or warming by small degrees. These shifts happen gradually, barely noticeable, like the slow change of seasons stretched across cosmic time. Planets often form around stars during these early stages, emerging from disks of leftover gas and dust. These worlds settle into stable orbits, circling their stars in calm, predictable paths. For billions of years, nothing dramatic may happen at all. The universe favors patience and allows systems to persist, to repeat, to continue without interruption. Stars shine, planets orbit, galaxies turn. There is comfort in this repetition, in knowing that stability is the most common state of things. As you rest now, countless stars are in this phase of their lives, quietly glowing, maintaining balance, offering light without demand. They do not strive or rush. They simply are. Your breathing can follow this same steady rhythm. Slow, even, unforced. Just as stars remain supported by invisible forces, you are supported now, free to rest within a moment that does not require effort. As time continues to stretch outward, stars eventually begin to change, though the change arrives so gently that it almost feels like a continuation of stillness. Nothing sudden happens. There is no clear moment where one phase ends and another begins. Instead, the balance inside the star slowly shifts, like a quiet tide turning far out at sea. Deep within the core, the fuel that once flowed freely begins to thin. hydrogen becomes less abundant, and the steady rhythm of fusion adjusts itself naturally. Gravity responds, drawing the core inward just a little more, while the outer layers respond in kind, drifting outward, expanding softly into the surrounding darkness. The star grows larger, not in a dramatic way, but slowly, patiently. Its surface cools as it spreads, and its color deepens into warm shades of orange and red. This is how a star becomes a red giant, not through force, but through quiet adjustment. The light it gives off becomes gentler, more diffuse, filling space with a softer glow. This phase can last for millions of years. The star remains calm, luminous, and stable in its own way, even as it changes shape. Inside, new processes unfold, with heavier elements beginning to form. These reactions take place without sound or motion, repeating slowly, steadily as the star continues its long story. From a distance, a red giant appears peaceful, even comforting. It does not rush toward an ending. It expands, glows, and lingers, holding its warmth while time continues to pass unnoticed. Many stars in the universe are in this stage right now, quietly aging without disturbance. Eventually, the outer layers of some stars begin to loosen their hold. Gravity no longer binds them as tightly as before, and the material drifts away into space. This shedding happens gradually, layer by layer, forming faint, glowing shells that expand outward like slow-moving breath. These drifting clouds are beautiful in their stillness. They spread gently through space, carrying the elements the star created during its lifetime. There is no loss here. Nothing is wasted. Everything moves onward, becoming part of the wider galaxy once again. At the center, what remains is a small, dense core, glowing softly with leftover heat. This white dwarf no longer produces energy, but it continues to shine faintly, cooling over billions of years. Its light grows dimmer, slower, quieter, until it eventually blends back into the darkness. Larger stars follow a similar path, but with more intensity stretched across long time. When they expand, they become enormous, filling vast regions of space with soft light. Their outer layers drift far away, enriching the galaxy even more deeply. And when their cores finally change, the transition is powerful, yet brief compared to the long calm that comes before and after. Even after these moments, silence returns. What remains moves slowly, influenced only by gravity, continuing its journey through the galaxy without urgency or demand. As you rest now, countless stars are in the middle of these gentle transitions. They are expanding, releasing, cooling, and settling, all without effort. They do not resist change. They allow it, trusting the flow of time to carry them forward. You can do the same. Your breathing remains slow. Your body remains supported. Your thoughts no longer need to stay in one place. Like aging stars, you can release what no longer needs holding, drifting naturally toward rest, knowing that change does not require force, only time. As stars reach the final chapters of their long lives, the universe remains unhurried. Endings here are not abrupt or chaotic. They arrive slowly, shaped by gravity and time, unfolding over ages so vast that even powerful events soften into gentle transitions. For stars similar in size to the Sun, the final release is peaceful. After shedding their outer layers, the remaining core settles into stillness as a white dwarf. It no longer produces new energy, yet it holds warmth for an immense span of time. This small, dense remnant drifts through space, cooling quietly, its light fading so gradually that it almost feels eternal. Nothing disturbs these remnants. They move along their orbits, guided by gravity, unaffected by urgency. Over billions of years, they dim and blend into the background of the galaxy, becoming part of its quiet structure. Larger stars experience endings that are brighter, yet even these moments are brief compared to the long calm that surrounds them. When such a star reaches the limit of its internal balance, its core collapses inward. The outer layers are released outward, creating a powerful wave of light and motion that travels across nearby space. This moment is often called an explosion, but from a cosmic perspective, it is simply a release, a redistribution of energy and matter that has been building for millions of years. Afterward, stillness returns. What remains at the center is transformed. Some stars leave behind neutron stars, incredibly dense objects that rotate slowly through space. Their gravity is strong, yet their presence is quiet. Others collapse further, forming black holes, regions where gravity gathers inward so completely that light itself cannot escape. Black holes are not destructive wanderers. They do not sweep through the galaxy, consuming everything around them. Most remain still, influencing their surroundings only through gravity, holding nearby stars in stable orbits, existing without disturbance. Around these remnants, space gradually calms. Gas and dust drift outward, slowing as they spread, becoming part of the interstellar medium once again. Over time, this material mixes with clouds that will one day give rise to new stars. Nothing here is final. Everything continues, reshaped. The elements formed in these last stages are essential. Iron, gold, and other heavy elements are scattered gently into the galaxy, carried by slow-moving clouds. Long after the light fades, the material remains, ready to become part of future worlds, future stars, future stories. As you rest, these processes continue far beyond awareness. Stars end, not with urgency, but with completion. Their energy is released, their matter returned, their influence carried forward in quiet ways. You do not need to witness these endings. They do not require attention to be meaningful. The universe knows how to move through transitions without struggle, and you are allowed to do the same. Your breath slows. Your thoughts soften. The idea of endings becomes less sharp, less heavy. Here, in the vast calm of cosmic time, even endings feel like rest. After stars release what they have carried, the galaxy grows quiet once more. The light fades, the motion slows, and what remains begins a long, peaceful drift through space. Nothing is hurried. Nothing is lost. The universe simply gathers itself and continues gently in its own time. The gas and dust released by aging stars spread slowly across the galaxy. These materials move without direction or urgency, guided only by gravity and subtle currents of motion. Over millions of years, they blend into vast clouds, thin at first, almost invisible, resting quietly between the stars. These clouds drift for ages, unchanged and undisturbed. Slowly they cool. Slowly they gather. And eventually, far in the future, gravity begins its quiet work again, drawing particles closer, deepening the stillness until warmth returns. In this way, the end of one star becomes the beginning of another, not through intention, but through balance. Nothing in the universe is ever truly finished. It changes form, releases what it holds, and becomes part of something else. Stars live, change, and fade, and their remains help shape what comes next. This cycle has repeated countless times across billions of years without urgency or effort. Planets form from these same materials, settling into gentle orbits around new stars. Some will remain quiet and cold. Others may warm, change, and evolve. All of them move slowly, held in place by forces that do not rush. Even now, as you rest, this process continues silently across the Milky Way. New stars are beginning to glow deep inside distant clouds. Others are shining steadily. Some are releasing their final light. All of it flows together, connected across time. You are part of this pattern. The atoms that make you were once carried inside stars, and one day they will return to the wider universe again. This is not something to worry about. It is simply how continuity works, how the universe keeps moving forward without losing what came before. As your awareness softens, you don't need to follow these ideas any further. Like the galaxy itself, your mind can settle into stillness, trusting that everything important continues without attention. Your breathing is slow and steady now. Your body is heavy and supported. Your thoughts drift like faint starlight, appearing and fading without effort. The Milky Way turns quietly around you. Stars form and fade. Time stretches wide and gentle. There is no urgency here, no expectation, no need to stay awake. You can rest within this ongoing motion, knowing that the universe has always known how to continue, how to renew, how to remain calm. And as stars become beginnings once more, you can drift fully into sleep, held within a cycle that has no sharp edges, no sudden endings, only a slow, peaceful continuation.